friends, welcome to episode number 213 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal Kelly Zemnickas, and as we do on this show, each episode I tuck into a recipe card or maybe a recipe book I haven't made that much use out of, and along with my guest, we pick a dish that neither of us has ever made before. We got a lot of letters on the fridge today. Friends, today we're making a grape focaccia. A grape focaccia. Sounds kind of crazy, but I am intrigued. It is from the Questlove Mixtape Potluck Cookbook. It's a Martha Stewart recipe, by the way. What Questlove does in his book is he suggests a song to listen to while you're making it. And the song for this dish is Snoop Dogg's Life of the Party. Oh yeah, that's what you should listen to while you're making your grape focaccia. I'll be making mine today alongside my dear friend, fabulous editor, amazing musician, and all around one of the best guys on the block. Jaime Sanchez is joining me today. Jaime edited the documentary that I made, No Responders Left Behind, the Canadian Screen Award nominated No Responders Left Behind. So you have two pretty fancy people making this dish today. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's award winning. It's gonna be.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So I like similar height.
Nice.
I'm not saying you're short.
Thanks, Kelly, for calling me short.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
I'm trying to think. In all the years that I've known you, how many things have we baked together?
I'm pretty sure we've never baked anything together.
I don't think so.
I think we've baked or cooked in general.
No, there's been takeout.
Yeah.
We've had dinner together.
We've ordered pizza. Does that count as baking?
Did we make the pizza?
No, we ordered it.
But what we're gonna do today is from this cookbook, Questlove's Mixtape Potluck Cookbook. It is one of the coolest cookbooks because it's got a really sweet playlist in it. This tune to listen to while you bake is Life of the Party by Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
I have a post-it just.
And I assume you have the rights for the song, right?
Not at all. So you and I will reenact it.
Okay.
No, that's not going to happen. But, friends, what we're going to try with this episode is to make something that looks like this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And started off, before we got here, soaked the grapes in some olive oil and salt.
Nice.
So you got to get those, set those aside. And
so we're making the raisins?
No. Thankfully, somebody at Sunmade made our raisins. This contains raisins and grapes. Yeah, I don't have a food dehydrator. This recipe also calls for sanding sugar. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I hadn't either. So I wrote down on a handy post-it what that is. Basically, it's a decorative sugar. It would be something you'd put on top of a cookie or a muffin. It's kind of fancy. If you don't have it, you can use granulated or like that sugar in the raw stuff. You see it? It's right there. So just a heads up, those things you will need for the dish. So we're going to start by making dough, which is going to take us about 90 minutes. Yay!
Let's do it.
Let's do this. We are going to need, all right, you ready, Jamie?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to make some dough. What?
Yes.
Yeah, so take that flour and put it in the bowl.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. We are going to take those raisins.
All right. All of them?
All of them. Yeah. I know, they're separated. It's a weird recipe. It's got like, do a cup plus 2 tablespoons of almost everything. It's kind of strange. We are going to take our yeast,
Yes.
which is that stuff there. Dump it in.
Is it live?
It's active dry yeast is what we've got. It's okay. See your doctor. It's treatable. I'm going to take the water and add that to the bowl. And that is warm water that we are pouring in. And then lock that KitchenAid down.
Nice.
Push it down. And then on my side, lock it in.
This?
Nope, that's the pasta maker. So on my side, lock it in.
This?
Yeah,
Is that locked?
yeah. And then on the other side, turn it on to the low speed. And away we go, friends. So we'll do this for a couple of more minutes, and then we are going to add it to another bowl and let it rest. All right, so this dough is looking gorgeous, and it really didn't stick to the sides of the bowl that badly at all. That's nice and sticky. And what we are going to do now is take 1/3 of a cup of oil, add it to this. We're going to give it a turn. I was just saying to Jamie, in a perfect world, I would have a bread hook. But it's not a perfect world. So, I mean, it's pretty good. Well, that's a downer. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to add this, as I say, 1/3 of a cup of oil to this dough, which is probably about what is left in here, which is great. Add that to it. And then with washed hands, I mean, we're playing around with the breads and we're doing okay. Just gonna give this a bit of a turn. So you can add it to another bowl if you want. It's totally fine. I think you'd just be wasting bowls if you do that. So what we're going to do, if I can get this off, I can. This is like, oh, there we go. Friends, we did it. Yay. All right. So what you're going to do with this is add some plastic wrap to it and let it sit in a warm area. We actually have to be baking some lasagna for dinner, so I'm going to add it just to the top of the stove. Let it hang out for about 90 minutes, covered in plastic wrap, and it's going to rise. And then we'll get to baking it. See, that was easy, Jamie, wasn't it?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's really.
If you have this machine.
Yes. You edited the first 2 episodes of this show.
I did?
You don't remember?
Yes.
You added music to the second, or I think you actually did the first 3. And then you stopped writing back to my emails, and then I had to download editing software and figure this out for myself.
I don't think that's true.
It's true. All right, so we are going to loop this up.
That's what she said.
If you have a brush, you can use a brush to paint your canvas. And this has, of course, been sitting in oil, so we're going to be A-okay. Let's do that, then we're going to take this beautiful... This is so fun. It's science. All right, here we go. Our giant hot cross bun. Gonna just spread this out.
Lubing it up, spreading
Leaving it up, spreading it out.
So are there gonna be costumes involved in the making of this focaccia?
So yeah, that's all you have to do, and then you leave it for 1 hour, and then we're gonna add the grapes. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited is your mom that you're making bread today?
Well, she's totally aware that I'm here. So, because of course I told her that I'm coming. So I would say she's a 10 out of 10.
You didn't tell her.
I just said. I totally told her.
And it puffed up. Science is awesome. Okay, now it is time to add the grapes. What to do next is take the sugar, take the salt, take the rosemary that's in there, and the grapes, and just scatter it throughout this beautiful batch of dough. Jamie, are you up for the challenge?
I am up for the challenge.
Excellent. We can do this, right?
We can do it.
Yeah. I think my dog has faith. Jamie can do this, right, Dolly? grapes, of course, have been resting in some oil and some salt. So just start putting them in there, bud. And push them down. Jimmy's doing great at this. Yeah. There we go. We'll just keep going. Hey, look at this. Wow. Done. All right, so now we're going to sprinkle atop the rosemary. So we've got dried here. If you've got fresh sprigs of rosemary, that is fine too. I'm just going to do a dollop of this. If you don't like rosemary, no biggie. But I would suggest going with it. We're doing a flaky salt off the top. So you get a little bit of crunch and saltiness. And then she's got us, Martha Stewart rather, has us adding a crunchy sugar on top. Just lightly press this. And yeah, as soon as the oven is at 450, it's going to bake for 20 minutes. Then you're going to turn the pan around, bake it for 15, and then you get to eat it. So, it just takes a bit, but it's worth it, you know, like life. Trying to be philosophical.
So, just now off camera, we were talking about repeated guests, right?
Yes.
This is my first time as a guest.
Yeah.
But if I ever come back, there's a little fun piece of trivia that I want to share with you, so we can make it next time.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the streaming service Peacock?
I know of it.
Yeah, we don't get it in Canada, I think.
We don't. No.
But apparently, if you sign up for it, when you have to read the terms and agreements and all this stuff,
Yeah.
hidden in that document that no one ever reads are the ingredients for Kevin Malone's famous chili from the scene in The Office. So I have the ingredients.
Oh my gosh, she does.
I have the ingredients right
They
here.
are there, I promise you. I can see it.
You can read them.
That's in the terms and conditions?
Yeah. That's the recipe for the...
Oh, we're making chili. It's time! Oh my gosh. We'll take a look at this. Look at this beauty. Oh man. Look what we made, Jamie.
Looks pretty good.
That's pretty awesome. So we are going to let this cool for a hot sec because this is burning. And then we are going to have a slice. So let's look again at the picture here. So that's what Martha made. That's what Martha Stewart made in the cookbook. That's what we have. That's not too bad.
I feel like ours looks better.
I think ours is better. What do you think, Dolly?
Fluffier.
Dolly, do you like it? Dogs can't have this, friends. Don't. Grapes don't go good with dogs. So, sorry, Dolly. Snap, crackle, pop, grape focaccia. It's like them. Alright. How do I get this out? Jeez. This is insanely toasty. So is this your first bread? This is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
Alright. Well, bon appetit.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's take a... We couldn't wait. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That is awesome. It's just enough little sweet with the grape and then just the beautiful salt and rosemary. It's a really nice chewy bread and I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Pretty good.
This would be awesome with like maybe some barbecue.
Yeah, the grapes are surprisingly, like, they go really well.
Mm-hmm. This is I highly recommend making this. This was worth... Oh. Very hot though.
The rosemary, you can really taste it, right?
Oh, you really can. Oh, I'm glad we made those.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Thank you, Martha Stewart.
Thank you, Martha. And Questlove for putting this in his book.
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen his doc, Summer of Soul?
No.
It's amazing. So good. As is our documentary, No Responders Left Behind. Yeah. Yeah, this is...
No focaccia recipes on this documentary.
No, definitely. No, we left the focaccia behind.
We did.
That was bad.